Yes, hello, welcome into Living Sports here for the one season challenge with Barcelona on Football Manager 21. If you missed the last episode, go and check it out. We had our first leg of our quarter-final tie for the Champions League up against Lazio. Today is the second leg of that, so if you missed the last one, you need to go and watch that so you understand what's going to happen before we start today's. Okay? As simple as that. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure to do that so you do not miss an episode. As I said, last time out we played the first leg of our Champions League quarter-final and we haven't played any games since. We're going to be playing against Alaves and up against Lazio in the second leg today. So we'll just get right into it. Nothing to give you updates on. We've got one game, as we say, in La Liga where we're currently 7 points clear at the top with just 10 games to go. And then we managed to beat Lazio 4-0. If you've not already went and watched it, you should have by now. And now you'll be back, so you know that we won 4-0 the last time. We won 4-0, as you say, so it should be fairly easy this second leg up against Lazio. That's the aim, anyway. But anyway, we'll play Alaves, then Lazio. We've got a bit of a rotated side for today's game against Alaves. Let's talk you through that. I was to advance through to our tactical meeting. This is a team that we're going to go with. Ter Stegen in goal. We're going to Gigo, Araujo and Umtiti at the back. Wagyu and Junior Firpo at wing back. Lucas Leiva, Pedri and Ramsey in midfield with Fati and Edouard up front. A very, very rotated side. The bench contains such delicacies as Ibrahimovic, Messi, Griezmann, Locatelli, De Jong, Busquets, Piqué, Jordi Alba. Basically, it's the full first team, apart from Araujo and Ter Stegen, that are getting a break today. So let's see if this second strength team can beat Alaves. Alaves are playing a 5-4-1 with the two central midfielders as defensive midfielders, so I don't imagine there'll be much attacking threat from them. But Edouard takes a free kick, and that's just saved by Pacheco in the goal for Alaves there. Yes, I don't imagine there'll be much attacking happening from Alaves with that very defensive formation. That's my prediction. 20 minutes gone, and here's a highlight for us. It's coming up the right-hand side with Wagyu here, and let's see how he progresses the play. He runs, finds Fati, he's dropped deep, comes across the field, does Fati. I'm sure they'll look for Junior on the left-hand side. Ramsey, Leiva, Ramsey again, out to Junior here. He goes down the line, plays it all the way back to Lucas Leiva, and now Wagyu on the right-hand side. Plays it through for Ramsey. Can he cut this back? He can. Fati, it bounces off the defender. Pedri hits it. It's a good save from Pacheco. A bit of a weak effort from Pedri, to be honest. But it was a save nonetheless by the goalkeeper in the Alaves goal. When Pedri's got the ball here, he switches it to the right-hand side. Can this ball get swung in? It can, but it's bounced off the defender, and Ramsey gets a hold of it. And Lucas Leiva plays it to Pedri. Can he finish? He takes it down well, and that's a better finish from Pedri. His first effort early on, fairly weak shot. That one, much better. I'm advancing forward on that left-hand side there. Ramsey gets the ball back to Lucas Leiva, and see Pedri making that dart and run. Takes it down on the chest. And first time finish after that into the top corner. And we are up 1-0, having had double-digit shots. Alaves only just the one. Throw in by Wagyu on the right-hand side to Fati here, and Wagyu switches it to Pedri. And he's got man in overlap, he wants to use him. Junior drives in, can he hit it himself or will he cut this back? He gets forced out wide. Pedri on the edge of the box, will he hit it for a second? No. Lucas Leiva, will he hit it? No. Ramsey, Wagyu, hits it, and it's cleared just about from Pacheco. It's a save. It went toward his own goal and then he managed to kick it away. And we're up 1-0 with this kind of second 11 here up against Alaves. Not bad from them, giving the main boys a bit of a break. And we've got another chance here. Ramsey with it. He loses the ball though and it's cleared away, but Araujo gets onto the end of it and he'll play it all the way back to Ter Stegen. And Umtiti with it now. Forward to Pedri. They've got 10 men behind the ball, do Alaves here. Ramsey drives forward, trying to get in between the lines. Finds Wagyu on the right-hand side. Back to Ramsey now. Swings it in toward Junior. Back to Lucas Leiva now. We're playing around about the edge of the box. See if we can find somehow a way to penetrate in here. Wagyu with it. Back to Ramsey. And Fati now. And Wagyu. And he's lost the ball. But they don't have anyone in kind of between the midfield and the striker to grab onto this ball, giving Lucas Leiva acres of space with the ball. Ramsey switches it to Junior on this left-hand side. It's into the box. And what an effort. Some type of scissor, bicycle type kick. It wasn't bicycle because it was down. A bit of a scissor kick. Possibly. From Ramsey there. It was a good effort and it came off the crossbar and it's away for nothing. But you can see just this gap. It's went away now, but on the formation screen there, you can see there's just a huge gap between midfield and attack for them right there. And Lucas Leiva's just taking over that whole space there. In fact, most of the midfield's taking that space because the striker's staying really far forward, but the midfield is dropping very, very deep. You can see Lucas is able to just kind of dictate the play in there. But the ball is clear away, but it's coming straight back to them. Junior down this left-hand side. He gets challenged, but he plays the ball back into Lucas, who's got no one anyone near him. Pedri again, Ramsey, lots of space for them. Fati with it. Lucas, Pedri, lovely pass on the edge of the box. Wagyu through to Fati. Can he finish? No, it's a good save from Pacheco. And it's still 1-0 with just 25 minutes on the clock. Lucas Leiva will try and swing in this corner. Can we get a goal from it? No, we can't. And we're not going to make any changes today just to keep some fresh legs on those who will be playing during the week. So we'll see how these boys finish off these last 10 minutes. Ramsey with it. Lucas again. Look, acres of space there. Acres of space. Pedri finds Junior. And Pedri back over to Ramsey, and it's forward toward Junior Firpo, but it's intercepted, but Junior's able to collect the ball, and Lucas Leiva forward to Ramsey, who's now got some space, finds Wag on the right hand side, gets challenged by Cordoba. That's got to be a second yellow card, you would have thought. Cordoba already with a yellow. Here comes the second. Indeed, he has been sent off, and it's gone from bad to worse for Alaves here. 1-0 down, and now they're down to 10 men. Junior throws this ball in, Edward heads it back to him, and Junior swings the ball into the box. Ramsey heads it, and what a headed goal for Aaron Ramsey there. An assist from Junior Firpo on this left-hand side, and we've gone up 2-0, and that's beyond all doubt now, especially with Alaves down to 10 men. There's no chance they're going to be coming back into this game. Edward heads the ball back to Firpo there, and it's a lovely cross from the byline, and Ramsey gets ahead of his man, heads that in, and we're up 2-0. And we reached the full-time result being a 2-0 victory there. No surprises in the end, thankfully, even with a rotated side. A good performance all in all from everybody there, actually. And it says we've now qualified for the Euro Cup 2, the Conference League. I imagine we're going to be winning the league, to be honest. We're 10 points ahead. I know Valencia have got a game in hand, but we're a long, long way ahead. I think pushing possibly to try and get to 100 points if we win every game between now and the end of the season. It can be done. So let's see if we can do that. But yeah, I think the Conference League is the least of the things we'll be qualifying for. We've not lost a game since we played against Tenerife in the Spanish Cup, the Copa del Rey, third round in the middle of January. That's now been, 3 months without a defeat. And let's see if we continue that run when we play against Lazio at home in the second leg, having been up 4-0 in the first one. We'll see for that just shortly. We're just advancing our way through towards this second leg against Lazio, and some of the other fixtures are happening on the Tuesday night. We play on the Wednesday. You can see Man City win their second leg 3-1, which means on aggregate it's a 3-1 victory as well. So should we progress, we will play against Manchester City. But look at the Liverpool result. 10-2 on aggregate. They beat Atletico Madrid there. 6-1 on the night in Madrid in that second leg. What a demolition. 10-2 on aggregate. Remember though, Juventus are up 6-2 against Chelsea, so it might be something very, very similar in that leg. Right, so here we are ready for the game up against Lazio. There's been wholesale changes again. No surprise after we played a backup team against Alaves. So the team's like this. Ter Stegen in goal, Piqué, Araujo and Alaba at centre back, Roberto and Alaba at wing back, Busquets, Pjanic and De Jong in midfield with Messi alongside Griezmann this time round. The three of them, Griezmann, Messi and Ibrahimovic, just are kind of rotating around depending who I want to play. As you say, Messi missed out the last leg we played against them, so Messi will play instead of Ibrahimovic today, because I can't exactly drop Griezmann after he got himself a hat-trick in the last leg against Lazio. So here we go, the teams are out there. We are holding on to a 4-0 lead after the first leg. I imagine that's going to be pretty tricky for Lazio to turn that around, but we'll see how they do. Throw in on the left-hand side, Jordi Alba finds Griezmann, and Griezmann plays it into De Jong, and De Jong advances forward. What's he going to do with this? Is he going to hit it? No, he finds Sergio Roberto, and he'll try and swing this in. Well, it's held on to by Pepe Reina, and the play will be launched long by Reina. Immobile tries to flick it on, but he plays it to Correa, and Lazari on the right-hand side goes up toward Alba, and Alba with a great challenge, and Pjanic launches it long, and Griezmann's in behind the defence here. Can he finish this one? Yes, he can. He scored a hat-trick in the last game against Lazio, and he's already scored one 13 minutes into this second leg up against them. 4 of the 5 goals scored against them in the 2 legs have been by Griezmann. Outstanding from him, leading the line in behind the defence there, and slots that in at the near post. 1-0 early on, 5-0 in aggregate. I don't fancy Lazio coming back from this. Throw in from the left, Alba into the middle. It is headed away by Lazio though, but Busquets has got the ball now. And he switches the play to Roberto, forward toward Messi, and toward Griezmann. Oh, fantastic. He scored 5 of the 6 goals. Griezmann is on absolute fire at the moment. His 20th goal of the season, 5 of them coming against Lazio. Outstanding from him. Lovely play from us here. Switching the play over by Busquets. He had four defenders on him there, and he managed to just switch the play. Messi tucks it into Griezmann, who slots that in the bottom corner. And we're up 2-0 on the night. What do I do? 2-0, 6-0? What do I keep saying for the score? Let's see if we can get to double figures. I think a jovial, he said it'd be good if we could get to double figures against them. But maybe that could be on if we keep going like this. It's thrown in again by Alba, and Busquets finds the ball back to Alba, and Busquets is keeping the ball between the two of them just now, and he plays it all the way back to Ter Stegen, who's well out his goal, and he finds Araujo on this right-hand side now, who comes forward and plays it to Sergio Roberto, and it's in behind for Messi. Can he score? Oh, it's a good save from Pepe Reina, and it's out for a corner kick. It should have been a goal from Messi. A player of his quality should have tucked that past Reina perfectly fine. Pjanic swings in the corner and it is cleared away. And it's just going to stay at 2-0 here. Throw in from the left. It seems to be every highlight starting with a throw in from Jordi Alba. That time it was cleared away, but Alba plays it back to Alba, and Pjanic with it, and Busquets through to Alba in toward Griezmann, but Reina comes out to collect it, and Reina will clear this ball long. I imagine he will indeed, and Araujo wins it though. Busquets to Jong. It's in behind for Griezmann, but Reina holds on to it again, and I imagine this will go long again as we're blocking the short option. It is indeed, and Busquets heads it to Sergio Roberto and De Jong and Messi, and it's through for Griezmann. Can he get a hat-trick here? Yes, he can. He scored 2 hat-tricks in 2 games against Lazio. Antoine Griezmann with a first-half hat-trick here. He scored 6 of the 7 goals we've scored up against Lazio. Outstanding from Antoine Griezmann. He is unbelievable, and he slots that into the bottom corner to put us ahead 3-0 on the night, 7-0 in aggregate. This is wonderful. I think it's only fair that he can come off at half-time. He doesn't need to keep playing. We're going to bring on Odsonne Edouard, see if maybe he could score some goals for us. You know, I've said accidentally I'm not happy with the performance out there. I didn't mean to do that. Maybe they will they'll act that well after that, you know. Maybe they'll play even better. Who knows? A good save from Ter Stegen there. And is he going to recycle this player? Is it going to be the end of the highlight? He plays it long over the top, and Ramos heads that, and Luis Alberto plays it into Milinkovic-Savic, and out to Radu on the left-hand side. Sergio Roberto goes to meet him. It's a good challenge from Roberto, but he keeps a hold of the ball. Immobile with it now, and he's tucked that in at the near post, and he's running away to try and get the ball as if they're going to score another 6 goals in the next 35 minutes. I don't imagine they will, though, but that has kind of dampened it, hasn't it, really? The fact that we've now conceded a goal. The ball swung in there from the free kick. Alaba heads it over. There's been lots and lots of chances in this game, 3 of them being scored by Griezmann. Radu tries to get this ball back, and Luis Alberto's got it now. And Acerbi with it. And they switch the play to this right-hand side of Lazio. Lazzari comes down it. Alba gets beaten. Lazzari swings the ball into the box, and it's a great save from Ter Stegen after the header from Correa. What a save from Ter Stegen. The ball launched long, and De Jong has it, and he plays it out to Sergio Roberto on the right-hand side. And could this be a chance for Barcelona now? De Jong with the ball, switches the play to Edouard. Can he finish? No, he can't. Jordi Alba's got an open goal if he had hit it earlier, and he swung it into Messi, who heads it straight into the arms of Pepe Reina. There's 25 minutes to go, but there's been hundreds and hundreds of chances. The ball's on the right-hand side here with Lazzari for Lazio. Luis Alberto now in the middle, forward toward Immobile. He hits it, and it's wide of the goal. Tell you what, this has been a very, very exciting game. It's just a bit of a pity for Lazio that they're so far behind in it. And we've reached full time here. It got a bit boring at the end after seeing it was so exciting. We didn't have any highlights towards the end of the game. But we won 3-1 on the night thanks to 3 goals from Griezmann. 7-1 on aggregate thanks to 6 goals from Griezmann over the 3 games. Over the 2 games, sorry. The 3 games, that'd be a bit unfair, wouldn't it? Over the 2 games, he scored 6 goals, did Griezmann. And we are through to play against Manchester City in the semi-finals of the Champions League. Juventus won 2-1 on the night as well, which means they go through. They play against Liverpool on the other side of the draw. So it's Man City against Barcelona, Juventus against Liverpool. That's going to be some very, very exciting semi-finals. So looking at the games coming up, we've obviously got the 2 semi-final legs of the Champions League to be playing. I think we'll play the first one alongside the game against Athletic Bilbao, I should say, who are in 6th position in the league. And then the second one is going to be a huge, huge episode because we're going to be playing against Valencia, who are 2nd in the league, and then Manchester City. The second leg of that tie, that could be a very, very important episode. It could almost decide the league title. They're 9 points ahead at the moment, but obviously if we lose that game against Valencia, it could get much, much closer. And then it could decide if we're going to win this Champions League title or not. So the next episode, I say, is going to be Bilbao and Manchester City. If you have enjoyed this one, remember looking at the first division, as they call it, it's La Liga. We're currently 9 points ahead. Valencia drew their game when we won the game against Alaves, so it means that we're 9 points ahead with just 9 games to go. So that's very good indeed. If you have enjoyed this episode where we had those 2 wins, the first one, the second 11 up against Alaves, the second one being that lovely 3-1 win over Lazio, then please do leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until the next one, we play against Bilbao and the first leg of the Champions League semi-final against Man City. We'll see you then.